This is the Negro Ninja, and this is going to be a continuation of the Consequences of Boldness series. I don't know which number this is, okay, but I'm fixing to add more to what I was saying in this stream that's titled You Get in Trouble for Saying Wise Things, I think is what it's called. Okay, it's fairly recent as the time of this filming. Okay, and I was basically telling people how some chicks basically ganged up on me because I told this young girl not to get a tattoo. I saw what she was doing. She dyed her hair, you know, a different colors that is, I don't think she looked bad in it, but I think the other color worked better. And I'm like, she's trying to find herself or something. And I said, I can understand, I see what you're trying to do, and your enthusiasm could be dangerous. Okay, words have power, so I'm just gonna say this. I said, don't get a tattoo. Tattoos essentially turn women into bruised apples. That was just my input on it. That was my piece. I was done. Then somebody tag a girl, stuff. They weren't arguing. She just wanted her to see it because she most likely agreed with it because those two didn't attack me. Okay. And when women have a problem, chances are they're going to attack you. They're not just going to read it usually. So then all the attackers started coming in. I'm getting attacked by this whore that calls herself something to do with Lucifer or something. I was like, what the heck is wrong with you hoes? Okay, so this is basically getting on me. Why I can't have a tattoo? I'm like, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just trying to prevent this young lady from getting a tattoo. So, watch that stream and I talk about it in detail. The girl made it was so much arguing that she made it so that you can't comment on that particular picture because they kept attacking me for days. So what really put the nail in the coffin was this one chick, that commented. And I forgot exactly what she said, but it was stupid. Okay. And she basically said, well, my goal was essentially just to get you defensive. I wanted you to spiral out of control. I said, well, you are a woman. Okay. That's just typical stuff y'all do to the righteous. Okay. I was saying all types of stuff. I forgot exactly how I said it, but I cut that bitch. It was a flaming sword on this hole. Okay. So basically, you have that going on. Okay, so I want to focus on that part right there. Okay. She said, yeah, it's your type is the easiest target, that toxic masculinity. Okay, and that's just how hoes see masculinity. They see it as toxic. Once again, I just told a chick that she should not get a tattoo. I just, just gave her some insight. I said, you're gonna look like a bruised apple. I didn't judge her. I didn't say you a piece of shit for getting a tattoo. It was them hoes coming to me saying, you can't tell a woman what to do. You think we here to serve you? I'm like, well, Genesis clearly states that you are here to serve a Negro. Okay. But I didn't go that far. They took it that far. Okay. And to be honest with you, even though God said it, it don't even sound that bad. Like he put it in perspective. Okay. And they were just all you from the 1800s. I'm glad this ain't the 1800s. I'm like, bitch, if this was the 1800s, both you and her would be stoned for being witches. So they just coming at me. And like I said, it was just a bold statement. And, I wasn't being bold. Let me just try to be bold. It's just the way I am as a Negro. To me, it's just casual. Okay, because I don't like to see women with nice bodies just ruin it. Look like a tumor or something, like a big ass mole sometimes. When they get them tattoos and stuff, it make them look so dirty. Okay, unless there's something that they can keep up. But even still, it look dirty. Because why would you do that? Okay, I'm like, what? So that's like a nigga just taking a marker and just writing on his face. Back in the day, y'all would call somebody stupid for doing it. Okay, now y'all trying to say it's okay for niggas to do it with a needle. I'm like, y'all just need to get y'all stuff together. Okay, so she's basically telling me that I made myself an easy target. And I basically said, you got the same motivation as a rainbow zombie that just see a straight man enjoying women and just want to come over there and harass them. And this is why I say that a rainbow zombie woman may actually be worse than a rainbow zombie dude. Because a rainbow zombie dude is a rainbow zombie dude. You're going to be like, get your rainbow zombie ass away from me. Get the F on somewhere. Okay. And even if they try to pretend not to be a rainbow zombie and be your friend, it's still not the same as a chick. because you might want to get romantically involved with a chick if she's a rainbow zombie. That's why it can be more dangerous in some cases when it's a hole. Okay, and then part of this reason is you just think, oh, maybe we're just not compatible. No, this bitch is just gay. Okay, why is all these games being played? That's just what chicks do. No, that bitch is just a rainbow zombie. It's just that simple. She hates you. It ain't the fact that she just hate men. She's a rainbow zombie. They got that natural hatred in them. They can't help but to hate a mother effer. Okay. Okay, so they just see a man and just want to mess with him. Like I said, the chicks can be even worse with it because you just think you're dealing with a woman. Okay, she can easily make you think it's your fault. Why can I get this whore? Is it something I'm doing wrong? No, it's something she's doing wrong, and her lifestyle is wrong. She's just trying to make it seem like she's just a regular bitch. Because, the demon go back and forth. Okay, can make a bitch seem like she in control. This is how people is when they got demons in them. You think you're talking to people, you really dealing with that entity. Okay. And once again, any woman that you see talking that type of stuff is, most likely is a rainbow zombie. Okay. Because any woman that is proud of being a woman is not going to talk that type of stuff. They know their place. They know they got life easy. They ain't got to do shit but assist. What you got to, oh, they ain't got to do that. You ever just be at a job that's easy as hell and you just trying to find some shit to do, you an assistant? Just sit your motherfucking ass down. Okay, we got this, bruh. Just sit back and be cool. Why you so anxious? Okay. Just think about that right there. You're like, well, fuck it. A job where I ain't really got to do shit to need it. Fuck it. So, see, but a lot of chicks ain't rational enough to think that way. When you just like to just sit back and not sweat to get your money, but you're making an honest living and you're not doing nothing degrading, you're just sitting up there being cool. Okay, and being handsome and stuff. Everybody like, ooh, he's handsome. I could ask him to do this, but I'm gonna do it myself. Okay. And that's essentially what life is like for a chick. And they don't even be looking all that good. And somebody just, oh, well, she's pretty. I'm like, no, the fuck she ain't. That bitch is like a 4.5 or something. So anyway, look. That's just how that operates. That's what they do. Okay. They just cannot help it. She said an easy target. Now, once again, let's look up the definition of that word bold yet again. Bold. Okay. Bold definition. Okay. Of a color or design, this is the second definition. Having a strong or vivid appearance. Hence, you're an easy target. Just being myself. Won't even being nasty to nobody. Say they also slick hating because I'm an older man, put some game on these young chicks. Okay, so that right there is already a disruption to the matrix. You're gonna tell her not to get a tattoo for a nigga. Who you think you is telling this chick not to get a tattoo? Okay, because you know that tattoos affect, how easy people are to control in many cases too. It's more or less like getting that little 666 barcode on you when you stop to think about it. This nigga is so judgmental. He's acting like he's not doing anything wrong. We all sin. Like this one nigga talking about some. So he tried to shine on me. Talking about some well, in Leviticus it says that shaving your beard is wrong. People always trying to talk jump because they got a clean, handsome face. Okay. It says shaving your beard is wrong. First of all, let's read it. Okay, because black people are so retarded. So it's a nigga that said it. Okay. They so retarded that they think the Bible says you got to have dreads. Not one time that you hear that the word dreads in that Bible. You hear the word locks. Let's look up the word locks. Okay. A lock of hair is a piece or pieces of hair that has been cut from or remains singly on a human head, most commonly bunched or tied together in some way. It's like some braids or something, or just your hair just, bunched up in a straight line or like uniform, maybe tied up right here or something. Them little designs people be doing. It didn't say nothing about no little clumps of bull junk tied together and mangled up. Okay. So no, the Bible does not condone on dreadlocks. Okay, even though it did not say it explicitly, that's just common sense if you got a strong understanding of the word of the Most High. Let's see what this dude said. Leviticus talks about beards.
According to HuffPost, the most clear biblical passage to condone beards comes from Leviticus 19:27. You shall not cut the hair on the sides of your heads, neither shall you clip off the edge of your beard. To cut off another man's beard, according to Samuel 10:4, is an outrage.
Now, do y'all hear that? Okay. Now, this is a woman saying this, by the way. Okay. And and I remember one time they did that to a dude. I think they cut off the side of it, and they did it to insult him. You know why there was an outrage? Because he didn't do it himself. He didn't say, "Hey, barber, cut my beard off." No, that's just like somebody just taking some clippers while you sleeping, and then saying, "Jen," I'm like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" Okay, it's humiliating. Okay, and once again, they didn't just shave the dude's beard off; they kind of cut off, the sides of it, and I think they not only did that, but they cut the ass out of their pants or something and sent them walking in the desert. But anyway, so he's talking about, well, Leviticus 19:27 says you should not cut the hair on the sides of your head, and neither should you clip off the edge of your beard. Now, once again, this is the consequences of boldness. Everybody always want to try to burst your bubble when you got points. That's what they try to do. Okay, especially when you wise. Y'all see what happens on my channel. Okay, and once again, you should not cut the hair on the sides. Okay, what are you looking at right here? You're looking at the top of my head right here. Now you're looking at the sides. Okay, so it says not to cut your hair in the Bible. No, it said not to cut the sides, the hair on the sides. Okay, and what they really mean is not cutting it off, and making it bald. Basically saying you should not have stuff like mohawks. Okay, I remember I heard somebody say this a long time ago when I was younger. I think I heard him say it when I was, somewhat in this age range too. It was always older black people saying it. So I said, yeah, man, that mohawk make you act a certain way, man. Or something. I remember somebody even made a joke like, yeah, man, when I got this, I started feeling like this, man. Okay. Like somebody also said something like, yeah, man, I got the nose ring, the nose ring that's like a cow. And it started pulling me over here and over there. I'm like, see, I knew it was a conspiracy behind this. Why would a man first of all, why would a man want a nose ring? Now, he was just joking, by the way. I think he was just making a point out of a joke. Okay. But he made it sound like that was the devil taking him here and there, whatever. A man, what type of nigga want to get penetrated, by the way? So then you got, but like I said, this is even dumber. So that goes, I'm telling you, them type of dudes are stupid. Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and find something in the Bible and try to say I'm doing something wrong. Oh, Negro is being handsome. It's a sin. Try to tell me that next. I want to see you try that. Okay, because this is bold, what I'm saying and how I'm pronouncing it. They can't take it. The righteous have a judgmental tongue. Okay. All right. Like Psalms 37:30 says, and this is the King James Version. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. Okay. Why are you so judgmental? You're always so judgmental. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's trying to have a contest on who is perfect. But you finna stop doing this nigga bullshit around me. Okay, I don't want to be associated with no niggatry. Okay. So, and that's one of them arguments that rainbow zombies like to use too. We all sin, no nigga. You abominate. Okay, that's a clear difference. One can be forgiven, one is not gonna be forgiven. Okay. Let's see. I mean, unless they somehow change their way, but they usually don't. So going back to this tattoo, this thing about Leviticus with the beard. Okay. And they'd be like, well, it also says not to cut the edges of your beard and this, that, and this. No. Okay. It didn't necessarily say not to get a shape up or nothing. It basically saying like hair, like let's say if I let this grow out or whatever, it'd be like this or whatever. It might even be like that a little bit. I'll probably cut that off a little bit. Keep it straight or whatever. But what the Bible's talking about is don't do stuff like while leaving this up here and having a goatee. Basically saying not to do stuff like that. I mean, somebody else was explaining it. And I was like, why would it say that? Somebody said, well, it basically made that type of description because there used to be monks. Well, you know how the monks are, and they don't believe in God. And they do certain hairstyles, like have a bald head and just have a patch of hair right here, just to serve whatever entity they serve. And so it's all about your appearance. It's about carrying yourself like a man of God. You got to look like a man of God. So all that mohawk bull junk, mohawks make you rebellious anyway. And that's what the dude was saying. You know, it was like, yeah, them boys be getting them mohawks. They wonder why they acting a certain way. And this, that, and this. You can look at Mr. T all you want to. Mr. T is just a celebrity portraying some type of character. You really shouldn't be trying to emulate celebrities anyway. But that's just true. Okay, there's type of hairstyles make you more rebellious and etc. Just like the tax wheel, like how I said, it's more or less kind of sort of dang near like having a 666 barcode on you. Okay, whatever you put on you is going to start affecting your behavior. Think about the tramp stamps. Why do sluts usually have them? I rest my case. Now, this video getting long, though. I might have to end this in 20 minutes. Okay, back on these piercings and the tattoos. I can't stress this enough. What type of nigga want to be penetrated? You got to really stop and think about that. Okay. It's some bitch shit. Okay, what happens when you penetrate a virgin? She bleeds. Okay. Well, she usually does, if the hymen breaks. Okay. She's penetrated. Maybe a little painful. And then blood comes if the hymen is broken. Okay. What happens when you sit in a chair getting a tattoo? A nigga with a needle is penetrating you. That don't even sound right there. And you bleeding. Oh, nigga, we're about to get a shot. No, see, that's medical stuff. Okay, you're not just doing it because it's something you want to do. It's something that has to be done to save your dumb ass for getting whatever STD you got. Okay. Or you're probably getting a measles shot or something. But I'm just talking junk, though. But still, that is true, though. I remember I seen a nigga get a tattoo on YouTube. Okay, he just sitting up there taking it. It's funny how niggas can just sit up there and act like everything is cool, but when you got something to say that's about something, they want to act all funny. Why you ain't getting that mad when a nigga give you the tattoo? You getting pain right there, but you get mad that I say that is wrong? Nigga got up and it was just sweat in the seat. I was like, he ain't sweat nowhere else except for the part he was sitting at. That is so rainbow zombie when you stop and think about it. Okay, I don't need you just really stop and think about how I'd like him to say you leaning against a leather chair, but the only part that is sweating is the part that you're sitting down. Okay, and his needles penetrating your skin. All right, but like I said, that's what happens when you say what you got to say in such a bold manner. You just say it. I'm just going to say things in a straight sentence without altering the tone of my voice and the consistency of the rhythm of the sentence. I'm angry at this nigger. He's just so sure of himself. Okay, and once again, when they underestimated you, okay, they even more haughty with the way they underestimate you. Who is this nigger? I don't know who this nigger is, but I have this strange urge to say that this nigger cannot do things that he is capable of doing. Oh, you just gotta suck it up. Some people just don't know what you can do. But they don't know it, but they'll come at you just like a raging demon. They'll just come at you. Okay, and it's not okay for you to be sure of yourself, but it's okay that niggas can be sure that you can't do shit that you can do. And that's all I got to say because this is 20 minutes. That's the consequences. That's more consequences of being bold. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.